I mean, for me, story is so key. I mean, it's in our nature. Story is our nature. I think it is one of the basis of why we are who we are as a species, as individuals. I think I would challenge anybody to think about any event or aspect of their life and see if there is not a story attached to it.
Yeah.
So for me, I think, as we dive deeper into the story, of course, you can't help but grow or but change.
Yeah.
Because you're tapping into your nature. It's a very primal experience. I don't know. I can get really philosophical about
philosophical
that sort of
stuff. You're like, well, again, yeah. Well, I mean, that's when you're making it. I think like, what is it? This is a funny conversation again. Oh, I shouldn't beat on my family, but this is funny. So we watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the sequel. I can't remember what they call it. Not Bogus Journey, but the most recent one where they're older.
Right. Yes.
And I was like, well, I feel Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the first one, is actually a parody of art, because even the basic premise of it is you wrote a song that brought about world peace is impossible. Yeah. And so it's kind of like one big dig at 70s rock.
Yes.
Like John Lennon was doing Bed Peace, but he was a rock star. That doesn't connect. It's like it takes presidents and armies to create peace. It's not a guy in Quebec in his bed with his girlfriend. So, but anyway, so like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is one big joke on that. I was telling that theory. And then the new one is kind of about, life and art and your children and, again, the futility of art to do it and collaboration, but it's still meaningful and has place. I was telling this to my engineer brother-in-law. He's like, no, it's just a funny movie. I'm like, no, it's got other stuff in it. This is what artists do. He's like, no, just a mindless, funny movie. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is just a mindless, funny movie. You're being dumb. And he's like, I'm like, okay.
Well, what I like to think about that is because I can understand that argument.
Yeah.
And I would say you're both right. I
mean, we're both right.
It's a paradox. I mean, for me as an artist, how much can I lean into paradox?
Yeah.
I think actually the more we lean into paradox, the more peace we have in our life.
Yeah.
It's true. It is true. It is a dumb, funny movie.
It is a dumb, funny movie. And it's fantastic at that level.
And it is the more you dive into it, the deeper you dive into it, the more you'll find and see little bits of yourself. Commentary on society, whatever it is. But I think that we love binary thinking as humans.
There.
We love it so much, right or wrong, good or bad, black or white, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And we do it because it gives us a sense of control.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, of course. Yes, it is my way. It is this way, the way I see it, because I've built my entire identity on, sort of aspects of how my perception of the world, right? Aspects of how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. For me, it's like, if you can lean into the paradox, it's all of it. And
it is all of it. And that's the joy of it. That's the fun about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in particular.
Yes.
But and that's the joy of the medium. I do think working in the medium, I mean, I find myself going through phases like this, like you have to kind of still like not just see the boom shot and whatever, like the work that went into it,
right.
Like just to kind of step back and be like, I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
And to me, a privilege is just being able to buy a ticket and see somebody else's work.
Yeah.
Because when you watch it, it's always something like that was involved in your life.
Right.
But just watching somebody else you weren't involved in, that's great.
Yeah. And I think when you do just watch it, and perhaps you don't always have to be
you don't have to be a critic or whatever.
You don't. And I believe no matter how you do it, it's still seeping in.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And it's still storing in our bodies. and we're getting the messages, whether we like it or not, or whether we want to or not. It's all in there.
Yeah.
Well, what a powerful medium. I mean, and I think that we can recall those things too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if we weren't an active viewer and we watched whatever movie it is as somebody to just sit there and have a good time.
Yeah.
Perhaps when we need it, we might be able to pull it out.
Independence Day.
Yes, Independence Day.
Totally. I swear, like, if you're like a filmmaker, you're like, I don't like Independence Day. I feel like you've lost something because Independence Day is just cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, yes.
You can like the artsy stuff. You can also like Independence Day.
You can like it all. Yeah. Stories don't just serve one purpose.
Yeah.
For us to navigate a cruel and harsh world, so we need to have a story. I mean, yes, that's part of it. Also, stories are just fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, why not have just a fun story?
Will Smith punching an alien. Yes. Anyway, on the salt flats. On the salt flats. Go Utah.
Yeah.